Hello, my name is Tom Brown. I assume everyone here at least probably heard of ROTC, but not everyone might know what it is or what it entails after college. To keep it brief, ROTC, or Reserve Officer Training Corps, is a program in which students can enroll to become cadets who work towards graduating college to become second lieutenants in the United States military. As a second lieutenant, you attain the first rank of officership and are responsible for leading a platoon of 26 or more soldiers. With being responsible for all these troops comes a great deal of stress and demands, which brings me to my issue. The issue I've chosen to address is the poor mental toughness and inability to deal with the stresses of officership many of the cadets graduating from our OTC program in Mankato are experiencing. What is mental toughness? Mental toughness is primarily a term used by coaches and sports psychologists, but has recently become an important aspect for the United States military. It refers to a set of positive mental attributes that help a person cope with a difficult situation. Two phrases that I found and also like are: mental toughness is about improving your mind so that it's always working on your side, not working against you. And mental toughness is doing whatever is necessary to get the job done, including handling the demands of a tough workout, withstanding pain, or touching out an opponent at the end of a race. I first came across this issue while talking to our own program's Major Anderson, and he suggested I work with our cadets' mental toughness. He stated that, "I feel like a lot of our cadets are ill-equipped for the task of being an officer. Just look at how many blue cards are being issued this past year. Many find the jump in responsibility and duty overwhelming, and we're not doing much about this in ROTC because we haven't yet addressed this particular issue of mental toughness." In ROTC, cadets are taught many of the things that they will need to know when commanding a platoon of soldiers in a field of their own choice. However, you cannot teach how to deal with stress or a particular issue of mental toughness through PowerPoints and demonstrations. The amount of pressure put on newly commissioned cadets is very intense, and this can also be magnified by a lack of trust under soldiers at the minimum. Typically, cadets who graduate are 21 years of age and have no previous military experience. Because of this, soldiers under them tend to lack the trust because they themselves are older and have more experience. Not trusting your officers in the heat of battle can lead to something like getting harmed or even killed. This mistrust isn't easily solved, but can be definitely dealt with through a strong, focused mind of an officer. I recently talked to soldiers who were under the command of a ROTC officer and several ROTC officers themselves, and both said that it takes about 6 to 12 months till the soldiers can fully trust their commanders. And by having this strong mental toughness, by having this strong mental toughness, cadets can more easily prove themselves under fire or within a battalion headquarters of over 300 people. I recently convened with 4 second lieutenants who graduated from our ROTC program, and they confirmed all the issues that the instructors and I were talking about. The issues both parties agreed on were that we didn't have enough on-hands training in which we were actively in charge of a group of cadets, and that we didn't receive training to deal with the stresses of officership and what it entails when we finally get to that point. And finally, that we did have a lack of mental toughness, mostly due to a lack of experience. And all of these issues sprout from the inability to experience these issues firsthand and learn how to deal with them this way. This is one of the biggest challenges we'll have to overcome while facing this issue. There are 2 other challenges that both ROTC instructors and I have identified. One is that there isn't one reason that a cadet won't be mentally prepared. Each will have his or her own way to deal with this stress. And also the challenge of coming up with a solution for this problem, being that it isn't a set, if this, then that. I believe, however, that through working with the cadre at Mankato and using all the resources ROTC has, that we can come up with a solution to solve this issue. And then I just found out that we're going to be trying to get a mental toughness instructor that is going to come on. And I'll touch it with that when we actually do the speech. That's pretty cool that we came up with that.